Howdy and welcome to Reconciliation Week 2020. We're down here at the QPT and going to be recording a couple of songs to help celebrate the Reconciliation Week. This first song I'm going to sing is a song tribute song I wrote to me about my father just after his passing back in 2002. And tells a story of his life and as he was taken away when he was a young child and put into a mission home along with all his brothers and sisters. I think he was about 3 years old when they took him away, and he never ever left the mission. He grew up in the mission and ended up marrying my dear old mother, who was also taken from her family from out on the air highway from a station called Belladonia. But they met and fell in love in the mission and went on to have 16 kids, 3 that was born inside the mission, and ended up getting himself a job on the railways and stayed there for 35 odd years and worked bloody hard on the railways as they did back then. But in his youth he was taught how to grow veggies and fruit and everything down on a little farm called Shanaway, which is just down the road from the Moore River Native Title Settlement. So that's pretty much where they grew all their veggies to feed all the kids on the station, on the mission, sorry. And from there he went out and worked on numerous stations and farms as a 15-year-old, and like I said, he met the old lady in the mission, and they fell in love. And I think back in 1972 was when he lost his battle with diabetes, and the old girl, she struggled on for another 15, 14 years or whatever it was, so after he passed. But just after his passing, I wrote the song. It's a tribute song to him, and the title of it was called The FETTLER because I was going through my birth certificate one day, and it had their father's occupation, and because we used to call them nabbies or gangers, but it had the FETTLER there. That was the first time I ever seen that title, and so I said I'll write the song and I'll call it the FETTLER, and this is pretty much how it goes, anyways. Daddy was a FETTLER on the railways all his life. Mama was the housewife that stood by Daddy's side. They pledged to one another in a mission years ago to stand by one another until in death they'd part. Mama bore his children and raised them on her own, waiting until knock-off for Daddy to come home. with a pot of stew cooking on an open fireplace. A damper in the metal stove put a smile on Daddy's face. Daddy worked the long hard days, wool in the blazing sun, swinging 10-pound hammers from start of day till day was done. Those who worked beside him always said that Dad could toil, and when he finished work that day, he'd go home and turn the garden soil. Taken from his homeland when he was only 3, put into a mission home away from family. Daddy learned the hard way what was wrong and what was right, and it was at an early age he learned just how to fight. Those who knew my daddy spoke highly of the man, and he taught us one thing that made us understand: work for what you want and don't rely on helping hands. For good comes to those who work real hard, and hard was Daddy's hand. And Daddy worked the long hard days, wool in the blazing sun, swinging 10-pound hammers from start of day till day was done. Those who worked beside him always said that Dad could toil, and when he finished work that day, he'd go home and turn the garden soil. Yeah, Daddy was a FETTLER on the railways all his life. Mama was his lady, and the lady was his wife. Daddy was a good man, always treated Mama right. Mama was his best friend till he lost his fight for life. Yeah, so that was a little dedication song to the old man. The little part where it says, go home and turn the garden soil was, we used to live about 25, 26 k's out of town, and the old man used to have all our own veggies and lemon trees, orange trees, and watermelons, rock melons, you name it. We used to have it out. So we didn't want for much out there, just a bit of meat. So he'd take off with the kangaroo dogs and come back with a kangaroo to feed the kids. And yeah, used to do a lot of singing at the pubs years ago, and the old people in the crowd would come up to me after and say, "You wouldn't be old Ralph, son?" And I'd say, "Yeah, that's me old man." I'd say, I worked with him out at Bringo on the railways, and boy, could he toil. So there was sort of a little bit of a lead up into his life. The old man worked that hard. He's one of them old men that had that real hard hand. He spit on his hand all the time so he could grab a pick handle or something that wouldn't fly out of his hand when he swung it. So. But, so with the blessing of the rest of the family, I put pen to that song there, and that's what we come up with. It's not only my dedication; it's a dedication from all my brothers and sisters. Because, like my big brother said, he said, "I don't know where the love come from. We come from two people that never had a mother or a father, yet we got all the love going, you know." So, but this next song I'm going to sing is this was the first song I ever wrote in my life. I wrote this when back in 1983 when my first child was born, and I was working down a little town about 2.5 hours out of here, and every Friday afternoon I'd come home, drive home, make the drive home, and every Sunday afternoon I'd make the drive back down. So working on the railways, living in a little railway barracks, and while I was in the little barracks down there, one day I put pen to paper and I come up with a little dedication to my firstborn. So the song's called Kelly Marie. Kelly Marie, Kelly Marie, well, I know that she loves me, and I love her like I've never done before. Well, I love her with all my heart, and I hope we'll never part, 'cause I'm in love with a beautiful girl called Kelly Marie. It's a Friday afternoon and I'm ready to go off to see my little girl. She lives in town way south of here, and I travel this highway 100 miles or more, just like many times before. And I know when I get there, she'll be waiting for me. Kelly Marie, Kelly Marie, well, I know that she loves me, and I love her like I've never done before. And I love her with all my heart, and I hope we'll never part, 'cause I'm in love with a beautiful girl called Kelly Marie. It's been too long hours since I left my home. 1 week's too long to spend alone, and I can't stop thinking about my little girl. Every time I look into her eyes, I get a funny feeling deep in my heart, and I know that I'll never give up on Kelly Marie. Kelly Marie, Kelly Marie, well, I know that she loves me, and I love her like I've never done before. And I love her with all my heart, and I hope we'll never part, 'cause I'm in love with a beautiful girl called Kelly Marie. Yes, I'm in love with a beautiful girl called Kelly Marie. Excuse me. Yeah, so that was It was the first song I ever wrote in my life, that one there, so. About my baby girl. Get a little bit choked up when I talk. But, yeah, so man was doing what he was meant to do back then, and only place a bloke could get a job was 2.5 hours away, and I had to stay there for a week, so stayed down there for about 18 months working on the railways down there in Three Springs, and ended up coming back home and settling back home. That'll lead me on to, I suppose, my next song I wrote. It's a little song called Passing On Through, which was recorded on our Oka Country album. That one's the first song off the Oka Country album. Wrote this one with a little help from one of me middle child. The one she lives over in Tom Price at the moment, but she staked claim to it and said it's her song, so I said okay. But it's a little song called Passing On Through, so it's a little bit like that. Passing on through like the east wind blowing off the desert sand, and traveling on from town to town, I'm a wanted man. And no place to hide, no place to go, I gotta keep on going like a rolling stone. And I gotta keep moving, no, I'll never see the light of day. I had a fight in a country town not so long ago. I accidentally killed a man with a single blow. They say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. They said once bitten, twice shy, that's for sure. Now I gotta keep moving to stay one step ahead of the law. And now I'm passing on through like the east wind blowing off the desert sand, and traveling on from town to town, I'm a wanted man. And no place to hide, no place to go, I gotta keep on going like a rolling stone. And I gotta keep moving, no, I'll never see the light of day. I had a wife and kid back in that little town. I caught her out one Friday night, she was messing around. With fire in me eyes, I could only see red. Well, at the spur of the moment, I lost my head. And I dread the day that I went and took another man's life. And now I'm passing on through like the east wind blowing off the desert sand, and traveling on from town to town, I'm a wanted man. And no place to hide, no place to go, I gotta keep on going like a rolling stone. And I gotta keep moving, no, I'll never see the light of day. Yes, I gotta keep moving, no, I'll never see the light of day. Rightio, thank you very much, folks. I think that's about all from me for the day. I'd like to thank the CGG TV crew for getting me down here tonight, this afternoon. I'm sorry, and doing a little bit of a contribution to help celebrate Reconciliation Week. Thanks very much, folks, and have a good day.